Singapore is particularly known as a modern and prosperous economic country in Asia. Its history is a fascinating story of transformation from a small fishing village to a prosperous global empire. Singapore is a small island nation in Southeast Asia. The country is located near the Malay Peninsula. Its official name is the Republic of Singapore. Here is a brief description of its history. Geographical conditions. Singapore is located in Southeast Asia on the southernmost tip of the Malay Peninsula, between Malaysia and Indonesia. The total land area of Singapore is 712 square kilometers. The length of its coastline is 193 kilometers. It is separated from Malaysia by the Johor Strait and from Indonesia by the Singapore Strait. Singapore continues to increase the country's land area by harvesting soil from seabeds, mountains and other countries. The country's area was about 582 square kilometers in the 1960s. Now it is 712 square kilometers, and by 2033 it will increase by another 100 square kilometers. Early history. Prehistoric evidence suggests that Singapore was inhabited by various indigenous groups. In the 14th century, Singapore was part of the Srivijaya and Majapahit empires. The island was also visited by Chinese, Indian and Arab traders due to its strategic location along major trade routes. Colonial Era. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles, an officer of the British East India Company, established a trading post on Raffles Island, which laid the foundation for British colonial rule. Singapore was ceded to the British Crown in 1824 under the Anglo-Dutch Treaty. The opening of the Suez Canal in 1869 increased Singapore's importance as a major port and trading centre. Singapore became an important British naval base and played a significant role during World War II, with the island occupied by Japan from 1942 to 1945. Freedom gains. After World War II, Singapore's economy struggled to recover, and there was a growing demand for self-government. In 1959, Singapore gained partial self-government and held its first general election. On September 16, 1963, Singapore joined the Federation of Malaysia, but the union was short-lived due to political and economic differences. On August 9, 1965, Singapore was separated from Malaysia and became an independent and sovereign state. Administrative structure. Singapore is structured as a parliamentary republic. The Prime Minister of Singapore is the head of government. The executive power of the country is vested in the hands of the government. Judiciary is independent from executive and legislative branches. Members of the legislature are elected by popular vote. Although the President is the head of state, his role is largely decorative. However, recently the range of powers of the President has been increased somewhat. Post-independent situation. The first Prime Minister of fragile independent Singapore was the leader of the People's Action Party, Lee Kuan Yew. A country of only 712 square kilometers, where there are no natural resources. But Lee was undeterred and started planning to build modern Singapore. There was not enough space to set up industries in the small country. But Lee Kuan built Singapore as a green and clean city to attract foreign investors. He decorated the infrastructure of the entire city. Not only skyscrapers, but every building has playgrounds and recreational areas. Trees lined the road. Waste management is so strict that chewing gum is banned in the country. Launched advanced communication system for travel. Lee Kuan was the Prime Minister of the country for 31 consecutive years from 1965 to 1990, and he solved all the problems and built a modern Singapore. Economy. In 1965, the year of independence, the per capita income of this country was $516 US. Currently Singapore's per capita income is $56,320 US. Singapore's main sources of income are exports, ports and tourism. Besides, the country also exports products like electronics, chemicals and services. Population. Singapore has a population of about 5 million. Language and culture. Singapore has 4 official languages. These are English, Malay, Chinese Mandarin and Tamil. English is the common language here. Also English is mainly used in business, education and government activities. About 80% of Singaporeans speak English, 65% speak Mandarin, 17% speak Malay, and 4% speak Tamil. The national language of Singapore is Malay. Education. Singapore's education system is mainly run by the state. The education system here is English medium. Teaching and examination in educational institutions are all conducted in English. Singapore's education system operates at 3 levels: primary, secondary, and pre-university. Singapore has 6 public universities, including the National University of Singapore and Nanyang University of Technology, one of the top 20 universities in the world. Religion. People of various religions live in the country, including Hindus 33.2%, Christians 18.8%, atheists 18.5%, Islam 14%, Taoism 10%, others 0.6%. Tourism. Tourism is one of Singapore's major industries and contributes greatly to the country's economy. Millions of tourists visit Singapore every year. Night safari. Night safari. Singapore Zoo, the world's first and only night safari. Malayan Park. Merlin or lionfish is a symbol of Singaporean pride, a symbol of bravery. It is said that long ago, when Singapore was known as Temasek or Sea City, a huge sea storm hit the island. Just when the inhabitants surrendered themselves to God, a lionfish-shaped beast came from the sea and fought against the storm and saved the inhabitants. And since then, the lionfish named Merlin is a symbol of pride and bravery of Singaporeans. The statue of Merlin is located in Malayan Park in Marina Bay. Sentosa Island. Entertainment center built on a small island in the middle of the sea. Bird Park. Bird Park is one of the attractions of Singapore. There is a wide variety of birds, as well as a variety of sports performed by trained birders. Various species of birds including vultures, cranes, pelicans, tears live here. Overall, Singapore's history reflects its remarkable journey from a small trading post to a vibrant city-state with a strong global presence. Its strategic location, effective governance, and economic policies have played an important role in shaping its modern identity. Don't forget to comment how you like the GB brief history of Singapore. If you like the video, please like and share it. Also, follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get such videos regularly. Thank you for watching the video.